Welcome back, Gale Force, and thank you so much for attending my presentation about Ophelia, a unit from Fates, playable in Conquest and Revelations, and before we begin, there needs to be a brief disclaimer. In this video, I will not be taking potential as a parent or anything gained from friendship into the equation, as I both don't think it's part of what the unit can provide for your team by itself, and if I were to discuss everything the unit could gain from friendship, this video would be a lot longer. But this will be the first time on this channel we talk about what Ophelia's parents can provide for her. So that's a bit of a landmark. With that being said, let's talk about Ophelia's traits. Ophelia joins you in a paralogue, a sort of side quest chapter you can choose to take on in Fates, provided that Odin has reached S rank support with another character. As a child unit, Ophelia's growths can vary wildly. For the uninitiated, child units don't have set growths. Their actual growths are determined by adding their own static default growth rates to the growth rates of their mother and then dividing that total by 2. Setting that aside, Ophelia's bases are fine, though they won't matter too horribly much in the long run. Her personal skill, Bibliophile, increases her crit rate by 10% when she has at least 3 tomes in her inventory. Her default class is the Dark Mage, and she joins able to promote or change class right away at level 10. Her starting tome rank is C, allowing her to make use of a fair number of tomes right after she joins. Ophelia's clear and immediate use, before taking anything gained from her parents into the equation, is as a mage capable of immediately spamming Mjolnir. Due to the tome's high crit rate and Ophelia's personal skill, she has the single highest crit chance possible for a mage when using this weapon. However, there is something important to note. Ophelia's personal skill still activates even if she is in a class that can't use tomes, as long as there's still 3 in her inventory. Hilariously, this can also make Ophelia a good choice for weapons like the Great Club or the killer weapons, provided her mother was more physically oriented. But you've waited long enough. Let's talk about parents. Ophelia's father will always pass her the Samurai class, meaning she can potentially end up with an Astra crit build if one wishes. Combining the skills of that class with her inherent ability to go into the Dark Knight class line will turn Ophelia into a crit machine with coverage. Magic focused mothers such as Nyx or Elise double down on making her magic growth outstanding at the cost of nuking her ability to attack on the physical side. Both of them do grant classes that allow her to access staves, however. Charlotte or Effie allow for much more focus on the physically oriented side of things, sacrificing some of the nuclear potential for a wider variety of attack options, with Charlotte in particular allowing Ophelia to gain the gamble skill through the fighter class line, further emphasizing her crit potential. Perhaps the best choice for a mother, though, is Camilla. She grants Ophelia access to the Malignite class line while providing stat boosts that will evenly allow her strength and magic to grow well. In conclusion, Ophelia, like all children, is highly variable in her potential but can become one of the most hilariously fun units to use provided she is given a good parent. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and click the bell if you'd like to get notified when I post a new video. A special thank you to patron 60 Sweep for subscribing at the Paladin tier, and if you would like to have a say in which unit should receive a PowerPoint next, check out my Patreon. For just $1 a month, patrons will get to vote on a specific unit to gain a PowerPoint next, as well as get to see videos 2 weeks early and access to the community Discord. Links will be in the description down below, and have a great rest of your day.